We rock. Camp Rock.
We rock.
Yeah.
We rock. Come on. Welcome to Childhood Trash, a dumpster dive into our childhood nostalgia where we re-examine some of the most influential media from our youth in order to answer the question, tragic or nostalgic. I'm your host, Pia LaPlaca, joined by my co-host,
Maggie Keating.
Hi, Maggie.
Hello. Yeah, hey.
I almost said I was Maggie Keating.
You are Maggie Keating.
I am.
We're all Maggie.
We're all Maggie Keating.
Everyone.
Yes.
Everyone now. Okay.
Oh my gosh,
So-
Maggie.
Welcome to Camp Rock 2, the final jam, guys. We're here.
We're here. We finally made it to the
We
final
made it.
jam.
We just gotta get to the end. So let's just jump right into this freaking movie.
All right.
What are the facts? Lay it on us.
Okay, so this movie was directed by our bestie, Paul Hoen. Great guy.
Yes.
Great guy. 10 out of 10.
Woo! We love him.
Yeah. It was, the screenplay was written by Regina Hicks and Karen Gist and Dan, I think I don't know how to spell. I think it's Brendanson. I just don't know how to spell. Yeah.
Our cast of the last one, Demi Lovato, the Jonas Brothers, Mom from Wizards of Waverly Place. Chloe Bridges is in this, and she's in, like, Pretty Little Liars. She's in, like, she's in some other stuff. She's cool. I like
She's
her.
in Maggie, the show.
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah. She's Adam Devine's wife.
No way.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. Good for her.
Yeah. Killing it.
Yeah, she really is. She's special. She's in an episode of New Girl, I think, or a few. Pretty cool. I like her. Oh, the Carrie Diaries. That's how. Yeah. Also, the Carrie Diaries, which I love that show.
We're obviously big fans of Chloe Bridges. Please come on the
Yeah.
pod.
Please. She won't. But it's okay. Yeah. So some other stuff about this movie. There was apparently a video game developed after this movie came out about Camp Rock 2.
No.
It's still out there. I think you can play it.
I think we should play it for the pod.
We play it? I mean, like, geez.
Oh my gosh, wait, look at this. Oh man. It was on the DS.
Oh, very fun.
I have a DS.
My parents never let me have a DS. I was really sad about it.
I found a 3-minute game show. Camp Rock 2 3-minute game show.
Oh my god.
What is
geez.
this? Oh, I'm so sorry. I got so distracted. Anyway, continue.
Right. Like, they, according to Paul, our director friend, they actually built the, like, camp for this. Like, they went to a camp and, like...
A YMCA.
Yeah, it was, like, a YMCA camp. And, like, they filmed most of it there and some of it on, like, actual sets at a studio. But, that's pretty cool. This movie felt a lot more fun. Like, it felt like actual summer camp. I liked it.
It felt like they had a budget.
It did. They did have a budget for this one, yeah.
What is this last fact you have here?
So, yeah, this was just about how the hardest scene to film was the opening number, which is Brand New Day, because there was bad weather. And something I noticed about this movie is that it looks really cold.
Oh my god, I noticed that too. So I, fun fact, watched this with my mom. She will not be on the podcast, but I do have her notes in my notes.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so she had a lot to say, as she always does. And she doesn't listen to the podcast, so I can say whatever I want. But she was like, they look so cold. I see their breath.
You could see their breath. It looked very freezing. They were in, like, shorts and t-shirts the whole time.
Well, they
so
filmed
like,
it in Toronto. So,
Yeah, that's right. They filmed in Canada.
yeah.
So it's kind of like, it must have been colder.
Yeah.
But we're covering this movie because it's summertime and it's Camp Rock and, you know, the whole spiel we gave last episode. So let's just jump right into the plot.
I also am happy we're covering this as well because I think we've been teasing it a lot that we have an interview coming up with none other than Mr. Paul Hoen. And
Yeah.
I really wish, you know, if I could turn back time, I would rewatch this movie before we interviewed him because I was like, what is this movie? I think I've seen this movie maybe one other time. And and I was like, oh man. Yeah.
Yeah, oh man. This movie is certainly better
Yes.
than Camp Rock. I think it has an actual plot to it. It's got some fun other elements. They've got like a Romeo Juliet theme happening, which is cute.
I love star-crossed lovers.
Me too. I really liked that. So it's better. I didn't hate this one as much. But it's no Jump It or Read It and Weep.
Okay.
So it's like, you know?
Okay.
But anyway, we return to camp, and there are less campers this year. What happened? Why?
Camp Star across the lake, opened by our bestie Brown's ex-bandmate and rival, and it has like you thought the kids at Camp Rock were rich. The kids at Camp Star are like the 1%, you know, like they're the billionaires. Yeah. And so everyone's like going kooky, going crazy. They're like, what is going on? And Camp Star sends over some s'mores and invites them. I like this Hunger Games parachute style.
Well, it's true. They send over these parachutes and guns, and then they come floating down in these buckets. It looks exactly like the Hunger Games. It's really funny. And
they invite them to a bonfire. But before that, there's Demi Lovato, or wait, Mitchie? I forgot her name. Mitchie. Yeah. Mitchie is like the queen of this camp now, which I don't understand. And she sings the song Brand New Day, and she sings it a little a cappella, and man, did I hate that.
Yeah, me too. I hate when she just starts singing.
Oh, yeah. Nowhere. Ooh, it really gets me.
Just shut up, you know? So they watch Camp Star do a performance, and it's very clear that they have a lot more money, and the budget is huge for this camp, because they have, like, an actual stage and lights and all this cool stuff.
The fact that you didn't write down Fire in our list of songs is freaking unbelievable.
Oh my god, it didn't.
I love Fire. Fire is one of my favorite songs in this movie. I love it so much.
I have a definite favorite from this movie.
I have so many, like, I think the songs in this movie, I probably couldn't tell you more than, like, 2 before I rewatched it, and now I'm like, these are going on the playlist. Like, they are so good.
Yeah, they're much better. But, basically, they have this performance, and they find out, oh my god, this performance was a trap to lure other campers and counselors from Camp Rock to Camp Star.
Indeed. So, I think that was kind of funny. I mean, it's kind of sad, but
yeah.
But I also think it was kind of funny and, like, kind of smart.
Everyone immediately leaps up from the crowd and is like, see you later, Camp Rock, and it's so funny.
In this movie, which is great, that the other Joe Bros get, like, side plots, and Nick's side plot is this girl named Dana, who is, plot twist, the daughter of Mr. Axel Turner, the head of Camp Star. And
Correct.
Their relationship, it's a kooky, crazy one, and I want to know what you think about it.
I like Dana. I think she, like, adds a fun element, and I like Nick Jonas. I feel like, like, she's like, why don't you like me? Because he, like, literally ignores her every time they talk.
But, like,
literally, it's just like, whatever. And he's like, why does she want to get to know me so bad? But he likes her, so it's, like, really confusing.
They're, like, stalking each other because they don't know how to talk. It is so weird.
Watching each other through binoculars across the lake, it's hilarious. Also, why is she playing a piano, like, on a dock?
Oh, because that's just where she vibes.
Yeah.
You know.
I don't know. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but whatever. And at this bonfire at Camp Star, they basically find out that, since they lost so many camp members and counselors to Camp Star, Camp Rock is going to have to close. Oh, no.
Oh my gosh, plot twist. This was when my mom went, oh my god, what's going to happen? Are they going to become counselors? And I was like, there you go.
You figured it out. So now they're all the counselors, and they're struggling to get the camp in order. Everything, it's hard for them to organize. It's so weird. It's like, all of a sudden, like, Brown has just stepped back.
No, Brown doesn't do shit in this movie, and for some reason, Mitchie's in charge, and, like, why? She's a mess.
And this poor girl is, like, stressing, and he's just, like, mad at her. And you're like, what? I don't know. She is stressing about keeping the camp together, and he's mad at her for, like, getting involved with Camp Star at all. And
oh, true, yeah.
They're just all mad about it. But they kind of return to camp in order to challenge them, slowly practicing music. Like, they're not, like, trying to have fun. They're not having summer camp stuff at all. They're just, it's like boot camp over there.
This is, like, the most iconic scene maybe in this movie. Of them going to challenge the guys, and they do this whole big dance number, which is actually, like, I thought I really liked it. I like the dance numbers in this movie. I thought afterwards they could have, like, thrown hands a little bit. Like, I would have liked to see a little bit of, like, punching, but
some violence.
Yeah, I think some casual violence is what this movie needed.
Yes. So, like, the scene where they do the, like, camp rock, and they're, like,
yeah.
Hands, which is hilarious. I love that part. Iconic.
It's so good.
Basically, they decide, like, let's have a face-off at the final jam. And they're like, okay. And then Axel's like, that's a great idea. Why don't we put it on TV?
Yeah, and, like, basically they spread this, like, they, like, advertise the heck out of it, and, like, they use the tagline, only one camp can survive, or something. And it's like, wait, what? Like, when did that start becoming the thing? And they're like, so then they get, like, more stressed.
Yeah, so, like, I don't get it. What? Why would the camp have to close?
I don't know.
Like, that just doesn't make a lot of sense. It's fine.
It's fine. It's a movie.
Yeah. Suspend your disbelief, right?
Yeah.
So Brown is, like, mad that they have decided to do this competition, and Mitchie then feels like she has to, like, step up and, like, make sure that they win. Please hit.
I just read your note, and that's so real. When she starts crying because she hears that, like, Connie and Brown, like, don't believe in her, because they're like, we're not gonna win. Like, there's no way this little, like, our little upstart camp, which was, like, no way an upstart camp last movie, but, like, is in this movie.
This was the camp.
Yeah, now it's not anymore. They're like, our little camp is not gonna survive. And then Mitchie overhears it, she just, like, gets so sad. And it's like, Mitchie, like, fuck off. Like, who cares?
She turns into an absolute dictator. She's the worst.
Like, who died and made Mitchie in charge is all I want to know.
I don't know either. But she's, like, basically, like, screaming at everybody for having any fun at all.
Yep.
And tries to, like, make sure that the camp wins, and is practicing music, and they're like, Mitchie, we've been practicing for 5 hours. Can we take a break? And she's like, no. She's like,
I guess you don't want to win. I guess you don't want to come back next summer. Like, oh my god.
So rude.
She sucks.
But she's neglecting her relationship with Shane, and, like, the whole reason he came back to camp was to, like, spend time with her, and now that he can't, he's, like, super mad about it.
This is, like, what I don't understand, because, like, in this universe, Connect 3 is, like, this famous band, and, like, after the first movie, they were supposed to, like, go back to, like, touring, recording, whatever it is that they were doing, because, like, he got his act together. But, like, how can they all of a sudden just, like, take the summer off and, like, go to summer camp and, like, fuck around? Like,
I don't know.
And he's like, I just want to get to know you. Like, what, have you not been talking for the last year? Like, what have you been doing?
I know, and they're like, well, she's my girlfriend. Like, do you know each other? Like, I don't know.
You haven't even kissed, guys. Oh.
Yeah. I know.
Anyway, but Shane is so real. Like, Shane, I feel for him in this movie. I love him.
He drops the attitude in this movie. Like, he's not, like, stuck up anymore all of a sudden, which is good, I guess. Shane is trying to, like, insert fun back into camp, so he, like, starts a water balloon fight, like a water gun fight. Yep. He's trying to, like, give announcements. Yeah. And it makes her really upset.
Oh my god, she is, like, we're done. She's like, I guess you don't want to help. Like, oh my god.
Eat your guts. Like, bye.
She's such a bitch. I hate it.
She's really good. Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, so they make up the next day, which is, like, wait, after she gets really mad, is this, we're, like, fire and rain?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my god. Okay, so during this song, I was like, Mom, this song coming up, it's gonna hit. Like, just get ready, prepare yourself. And I was like, you know what's crazy is that, like, Joe and Demi, like, while they were filming this, were dating. And she was like, no! Like, how did you know that? And then she proceeded to start researching why Demi and Joe Jonas broke up.
Oh my god.
She was like, why would they ever break up? Like, why would they...
Oh.
I was like, Mom.
Oh my god.
Mom shipped it so hard.
So funny.
Oh my gosh. But I love that song. That is my favorite song, maybe of this entire movie.
Really? I like Introducing Me better than this one, but I would rate this one like a 9, you know?
Yeah. Okay, that's fair. I like this better than Introducing Me, but I think that they're both, like, so, like, impactful on, like, our generation.
Yeah.
So, I respect that opinion.
Yeah. That's fair. And, like, so Mitchie and Shane make up because the next day, like, she gets up and before she's even awake, everybody's rehearsing and Shane is leading. So Nate goes to Camp Star after this.
Yep.
And he wants to, like, talk about his feelings with Dana because he's, like, the whole movie, basically, he's, like, I want to keep knowing me and, like, I don't want to talk to her. and like, if you don't want to talk, then sing.
Oh my god, I love that scene. The little brother bonding scene, I love that. But
when they're in, like, horse.
Yeah.
Like, in a horse stable.
Yeah, I loved it. But basically, so wait, this is when he sings Introducing Me, which, yes, is a fantastic song. But before this, in their, like, little love affair that they're having, she's like, I don't know you, like, you don't know me, like, it's weird. She writes on her wrist his name in permanent ink, and, like, is that not, like, that is a red flag. Like, I don't know.
I did, haha.
What? That is psychotic behavior.
It is psychotic. It's so funny.
Oh my god. I guess it's cute that he only likes cheese on pizza, but, like, oh my god.
Or on a homemade quesadilla.
Why does it smell like feet to me?
I think that song is funny. I like how it speeds up. I think
Yeah.
it's cool. And Jason leads the junior rockers to, like, sneak into Camp Star and watch them perform so they can, like, report back to Camp Rock.
I love the dynamic between Kevin and Bonus Jonas, Frankie Jonas in this movie. They are stealing the show every time, and I love them so much.
No, I think Kevin is, like, the best in this movie because he's, like, working with all these little kids and it's cute. But that's
So
kind of,
cute.
like, you know, the extent of what he does. The competition is, like, very obviously swayed toward Camp Star because Axel has spent, like, a ton of money on making sure everyone will vote for them. Like, the announcer is biased and everyone is biased.
Yeah.
So when they get to the competition, they're performing songs. They perform songs.
Yeah, so Camp Star performs Tear It Down. So basically, when they went over, they found out that they were going to do this, I don't know if they knew, like, the song, but, like, they knew that they were going to have a duet instead of, like, a group number, which was what Camp Rock was planning on doing.
Right.
And so they were like, well, we should do a duet too, because, like, then we'll showcase, like, our strongest leads, and they'll be do their strongest leads, and whatever. It'll be, like, equally matched. And so they do Tear It Down, which is kind of a lame song, not a great one. My mom said it was not a duet because Tess did not get the spotlight she deserves. Although I do, like, love the sexual tension between her and that guy. I really do.
Yeah. It's funny.
It's
Enemies
fun.
to lovers.
Enemies to lovers, truly. But so they do Tear It Down, and then we go over to the little Camp Rock performance, and they do what song do they do? Is it What We Came For?
Yes?
I don't know. I think it's What We Came Here For.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go with that. So they sing that song, and they kind of, like, trick you into thinking it's gonna be just, like, a duet between Mitchie and Shane, and all the Camp Rockers come out, and they have this cute little, like, video montage thing, because, like, Frankie loves his little camcorder, and there's a part where he gives Oh my god, I could cry thinking about it. He gives Kevin Jonas a birdhouse, and it's a guitar birdhouse.
Finally got the birdhouse.
Oh my god, it only took 2 movies, but he got it.
Yeah.
I thought that one, it was so cute. I thought that performance was very, very cute. So they do not win.
Yeah.
Sucks. But it does kind of make sense that they didn't win. I don't know, I didn't like that they didn't win, but I felt like it was, like, built up to the fact, like, if they won, it wouldn't have made sense, I don't think.
Yeah.
And then I really like what they choose to do here, where they find out that they haven't won. I thought this was really, like, a good, like, creative choice, is they don't, they cut out the sound and they put in, like, music, and they have this, like, slow-mo shot and, like, piano ballad, and they're, like, just zooming in on, like, the different, like, camp rockers, like, reactions to hearing that they lost, and, like, I really liked it. I was like, that is such a, like, profound, like, astonishing choice to make, like, in this kid's movie. I was like, wow.
It's giving, like, when Sirius dies in Harry Potter, you know?
So true! Oh my god.
Yeah, when everything cuts out. I think that's always, like, a good move. But, like, okay, so the end of this movie, I don't understand, because the whole thing with this movie is that if Camp Rock loses this thing, then they have to shut down, right?
Okay, it read to me like the idea that only one of them could survive was, like, just an idea. Like, it wasn't, like, a real thing. It was just them being like, well, we're gonna lose, and that also means we'll probably lose everyone who wants to go here.
Right. Yeah.
I don't think it was necessarily.
That makes more sense to me, because it doesn't make, like, because when they get back to camp and they're, like, celebrating their last night together or whatever, they're like, I'll see you next year.
Yeah. Well, I think.
Confused.
Yeah, I think because they do that little bonfire, they sing "This Is Our Song," which is also very cute, and then, like, Camp Star joins, and then they get all these, like, new campers and counselors who are, like, wanting to make the switch, and it's, like, this cute little montage, and I think they, like, realize that they can still. I think they didn't realize until that moment that they would be coming back next year, until, like, that moment, and then they were like, oh, it didn't really, like, matter that much, maybe.
Yeah, I guess. And so they're like, okay, well, see you.
See ya. Yeah.
So, are there any other songs that you wanted to touch on from this movie? Because we didn't get to talk about all of them. I wanted to talk about Can't Back Down. What did you think of that one? That's, like, a pretty iconic one.
It is. I also, for some reason, I was mixing up Can't Back Down and It's On, because they both have pretty heavy arm movements.
Like, okay, every song in this does, like, the same exact thing.
There's also that. Yeah.
So it's kind of hard to differentiate them, and they're also, like, we're rockers, like, yeah, in every song. So, like, I don't know. It's not, like, a huge, it's not easy to differentiate between them, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm looking at this list right now, and, like, I don't know what these songs are. Hold on.
Yeah, except Introducing Me and Came Back Down, like, those are kind of, like, the only ones that I really know. And Fire and Rain.
Like, You're My Favorite Song is not ringing a bell.
No, same.
Brand New Day doesn't do anything for me.
Yeah, I don't know, like, they're just not memorable. They all sound the same, and they all are the same song, basically.
There's also, isn't there, in this movie, is there a Just Connect 3 song in this movie, too?
Oh, maybe.
I'm trying to think, because, like, I remember listening to that and being like, oh gosh, they're just singing about guitars. I was like, oh no.
It's so ridiculous. I don't know. Your favorite song, maybe? I'm not sure.
No, that one was... Oh, is it Heart and Soul? If you've got heart and soul, you can rock and roll.
Yeah, like, okay.
It wasn't great, but I also think that it was so much better. Like, I feel like this movie as a whole, just, like, everything felt more cohesive, maybe?
Yes.
Like, the looks of everyone, the songs, the plot was a lot more, like, making more sense. And, like, it worked.
Yes, there was, like, an actual, like, idea to this movie, and it was like a competition that they had to all get ready for, which was nice. And like the last one, like we talked about, had absolutely nothing going on for it. So this was good to see.
Yeah. It was a nice change. For sure.
Yeah. I don't know. Okay, what do you think? What are your final
my final thoughts?
Yeah.
So I watched Camp Rock and Camp Rock 2 pretty much back to back.
Yeah.
And I went into them saying, I know I love Camp Rock and I don't like Camp Rock 2. And I went into it with that kind of thought. And
really?
Yeah, because that was always what I never liked Camp Rock 2. Like I said, I've probably only seen it like a handful of times because I didn't remember liking it. I think there's something about like the tone of this movie, like it feels more like adult, like tween than like kid.
Yeah.
And I think I was just too young for that to be my favorite.
Yeah.
And so I didn't like this movie when I first watched it as a 8-year-old, I guess, when it came out. But watching it again, I was like, oh, this is like a movie. Like, this is a good movie.
Movie. Paul Hohen won a Directors Guild Award for this.
As he should. The direction of this movie was fantastic. Like, it was so good.
He ate the house boots. This was also a pretty big movie. It had 7.9 million viewers on opening night. And I think that this one is generally liked more than the first one. Like in public opinion, people just like this one better. Except
me, apparently.
Except you, which is interesting. I feel like I remember liking Camp Rock 2 better because I love introducing me.
Yeah, I feel like more people probably like this movie. I read that this was like one of the last sequels that Disney did because like I feel like they were doing a lot of sequels for like their 2000s movies, and then the next sequel that Disney made was Teen Beach 2, which is in 2015. So they took like a good 5 years off making sequels, and that's all I wanted to say.
So, final review, tragic or nostalgic?
It's nostalgic. It's great. I wish I loved it at the time.
It's nostalgic. This one's fun. More fun than the last one.
Way more fun. It was a good time.
Yeah. So, what's coming up on our summer list?
We will be watching Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants 1 and 2. We will be having our book club discussion at the end of the summer, and we might have some interviews as well. You'll have to stay tuned for those.
Bring it home.
So, thank you so much for listening to this episode of Child of the Trash. You can follow us at Child of the Trash Pod on Instagram.
You can follow Pia at Pia LaPlaca.
And you can follow Maggie at Maggie and Keating.
This is our summer.